I'm James Honeycutt, President and co-founder of New Tesla. In this video segment, we're going to talk about updating your New Tesla instrument. All New Tesla instruments include an embedded flash drive. It's very small, but it allows us to update the instrument with the latest firmware. Now, one of the biggest concerns or problems we've had with users is the assumption that the file that we send them, that you download from newtesla.com, is an executable file. It is not an executable file. The update file that you download from our website is simply to be transferred to the flash drive on the New Tesla instrument. When you download one of our files, it will be in a compressed .zip format. Included in the zip file will be the latest user guide that goes with that version of the software for your instrument. All of the software is encrypted and encoded to only work with a specific instrument type. You can't use a Somnia software to update a Clarius or Pendulum to update a metronome. You can only use metronome for metronome and Somnius for Somnius. The software can in some cases be keyed only to your particular product's serial number. But generally, all of the update software on the website will work with all versions of all of the instruments of that type. So you can download the one specific. When you download the zip file from newtesla.com under Customer Service and Instrument Update, there are actually two web pages to go to. The first one is for users with Windows PCs, and the second is for users with Mac PCs, because the file update procedure is different slightly between the two. We're going to be showing you how to do it on a Windows PC today. And there'll be another version of this. We'll add some features here to help you understand this and how this operates. But basically, you're going to navigate to the New Tesla website. And on the navigation bar here, you're going to go over here to Customer Support with your mouse and hover over that, and you'll see Windows Instrument Update and Mac Instrument Update. So you would go to the appropriate one whether you're using Windows or a Mac. In this case, we're going to go to Windows. We click on that. And we get this Welcome to the Instrument Update for Windows Users. Down here underneath the opening will be the links to all the different versions of the software, to the latest versions for the different instruments for the software. You click on a link. In this case, we're going to do this for a Clarius, which is the top one, version 3.3. I'm going to click it, and what's going to happen is I'm going to get a pop-up window. And that pop-up window says, do you want to open it or save it? And we want to save it, so I say save it. And it's now going to save it in my downloads folder of my computer. If you're using Firefox or Google Chrome browsers, you can go over here and there'll be a download button, and you can go to your download folder, see the download. What I do then is simply double click it. It opens it up in this. I'm using WinZip. You can see there's the RMD, which is the update file. There's the PDF file for the user guide. And the last item is a text file, actually a Word document, that is the update procedure. So if you don't know what to do, you can do that. But you want to extract all of these files. And just put them in the default folder where they're going to go under your downloads. And once those are done, then you can close this. And you can actually, at that point, you can even close your web browser. You're not going to be needing that anymore. So then you can go to your downloads folder. And in your downloads folder, you'll see the file itself. And then you scroll down and you can find the name of the file. It's Clarius 3.3 for Windows. And there's the three files in that folder. What we're going to do is, this is my Clarius, and this is the USB programming cord that came with the Clarius. I've plugged it into an available USB port on my computer. You cannot do this through a USB hub. It needs to be a port directly connected to your desktop or laptop computer. With the Clarius connected like this, it's running. All I'm going to do, there was the double heartbeat for the red, is I'm going to press and hold the lower setup button. On the back we have select setup. I'm going to press and hold the setup button and hold it until this light begins to flash green off and on. And you can see that that is now rapidly flashing green off and on. That tells me that the Clarius is now operating in flash drive mode. And in fact, if I look along the left side of my Windows Explorer, I go down here and I will see a new drive that is called Rhythmedics right here. And so here's Rhythmedics. It says it's my G drive. If I double click to open it, I open it up and there's one file in there called newtesla.htm. If I double click newtesla.htm, it will access the instrument information on this device, on my Clarius, and display it on this screen. And it says Clarius instrument information, Rhythmedics by New Tesla, product serial number, in this case 1186, firmware version 3.3, which is the same version that we've got now that we're going to update to it. And then it says pyramid presets, because these are all pyramid power presets that are in this particular instrument. Now, what I want to do is if I want to update this device, I can just close this and I want to go back to the folder where these updates were. So there's this, the update file ends with a file name extension of .rmd. They all end with a .rmd file name extension. And the name is 33CS9999. The reason it does that, 33 is the version, CS is for Clarius, and 9999 means it covers all of the Clariuses that are out there. So it's not queued to a particular or keyed to a particular serial number. So if I right click, if I select it and then right click on it and say send to, and over here I say send to Rhythmedics. That's down here. Now you'll notice the light is flashing green right now. When I click and select the Rhythmedics drive, the light's going to go off and then go on and then off and then flash a little bit and then go back on to green solid. So it's no longer flashing green solid. It is now solid, flashing green, it's now solid green. That indicates that the update completed successfully. If I'd gotten any other indication, there would have been an error with the update. Typically, if it was flashing red or yellow, it would have told me that, and I would have gone back to the flash drive contents to see what that error was. Now, in order to apply the update, you have to restart your Clarius. So the file, again, we didn't double click on the file and execute on the computer. All we did was use the computer as a way to copy the file from the website to the computer to the little flash drive built into the Rhythmedics instrument. And then the Rhythmedics instrument processed the update. That's all you have to do, but you need to have the cable that came with your instrument to do the update. These cables are available on Amazon and eBay. Just make sure you get a mini B and not a micro B connector for the Clarius end if you're ordering that. If you have any questions, email us and we can send you part numbers that you can get from the different Amazon sites. Okay, so now it's done that. In order to apply the update, I unplug it, and when I plug it back in as part of its startup, it automatically applies that new update. Now, while it's updating, if I press and hold the setup button, it will stop the startup process and start going back to flashing green. And now if I do that, I can go back to the Rhythmedics drive. Open it up, there's newtesla.htm. Now I'm going to see the same information because the update was to the same information. It tells me the updates, firmware, still 1186, and these are the presets. Now below that it gives me a summary of the presets that are installed on this particular instrument. I get the color, both verbally and the colored ball, and then a description, and then if you'll notice to the right it says show more, and if you click on a show more link it will expand and show you more information about that particular preset. And that's coming from the New Tesla website, so you have to be connected to the internet to see this additional information. If you're not connected to the internet, you'll get some basic text information. You'll still get the basic information about your instrument, but you won't get the expanded information that you're seeing here. So that's really all that's involved in doing an update. Connect it to an active USB port directly on your computer. If you're using a Mac, go to the Mac update page, and the Mac requires updating the file twice. There are two pieces, an A and a B piece. You do the A piece, update it, disconnect it, empty the recycle bin, reconnect it, do the B piece, disconnect it, empty the recycle bin, and all of the directions are included in the file that comes with it in the Word document. So you can follow them step by step. Very easy to do. So just remember that the updates are not executed on the computer. The computer is just a transport mechanism to move the file from New Tesla to your instrument. And your instrument does all of the updating, all of the decrypting, all of the processing and updating inside of itself. You don't have to do any of that on the computer itself. And your instrument will then be at the latest version. If you don't have the little update tag on the back that shows you what presets you have, you can take this screen, you can do what's called print screen. There's a button that says print screen. Typically this one says PRTSC for print screen. Print the screen, go into some sort of drawing program and paste it into that, resize it, shrink it down, print it out, and make your own label for the back of your instrument so that you can have it, or have it sitting near your instrument so you don't lose it and forget what features or what presets you have with your instrument. And that is all that's required for updating any of the New Tesla instruments. Thank you. Thank you for watching our video segment. If you have any questions about using your product, just send us an email, info@newtesla, info@nutesla.com, and we'll be sure to get back to you as soon as possible with an answer. Also check our site, newtesla, nutesla.com. Have a great day.